demon throws on night lights, broken legs, feathery breast bones. Be my love, we will be gods on night lights, with only one promise, only one way to forward. All night lights, all night lights, all night lights, only one way to go. All night lights, all night lights, all night lights, only one way to go. Restless heart, hear me. A restless heart, like a runaway train at breakneck speed. No amount of picking my fingers could ever stop it in its tracks. A restless heart, hear me. It's running out of track. But when these wheels they start to turn, I have all I could ever need. All my senses take the lead. To in my head, it's just me. In my restless heart. Oh yeah, one track mind, couple demon feet. Shouldn't step back with heart, checking out the perfect view. First class seat, while the couplings strain and the axles creak. A restless heart, hear me. And when these wheels they start to turn, and where the answers lead, I'll go. All my senses take the lead. In the air, it's just me in my restless heart. Got a restless heart. Restless heart, my senses return to me. Got a restless heart.
meaning, a search for balance, inductive logic. Who's the prophet? Arrange in order, chaos the author. Of answers, eternal questions. Who's wrong or right? And who will listen? The loudest voices, priest destruction. Speak of choices, offer consumption.
KXRN LP, Laguna Niguel, Laguna Beach. KXFM on 104.7, kxfmradio.org.
Tune in, turn on for Art Walking Radio, co-hosted by Craig Cooley, producer, and Leah Vasquez, creative director. It's all about nature nurturing culture as we explore the nascent disciplines of all the arts with guests and topics ranging from visual arts, performing arts, culinary arts, music and theater, to architecture and environmental sustainability. Join us every second Thursday of each month at 7 p.m. for Art Walking Radio, KXFM 104.7 Community Radio.
This disclaimer is a statement notifying listening audiences that any opinions expressed on our shows are not representative of Laguna Radio Inc., its management, or its board of directors.
Way up high, and the dream that you dream of once in a lullaby. Oh, somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly, and the dream that you dream of, dream really do. Someday you wish upon a star with the clouds of far behind. Somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly, and the dream that you did to oh, why can't I?
Hey, I'm back. You couldn't keep me away for very long. I last Sunday, a week ago today, I couldn't make it in to the station, and so I apologize if you tuned in and I wasn't there. So, but I am here today. Glad to be here. I have lots to catch up on as a result, and that's a good thing, I suppose. Today, if you didn't know, is the couple things. It's the first day of December. Excuse me. November just ended. There is a Friday the 13th this month, because when the first day of a month begins on Sunday, there's always a Friday the 13th. So go figure how that works out. And today is, if you didn't already know, is World AIDS Day. It is the first day of every December. It was established in 1988 by the World Health Organization, which is the United Nations, commonly known as WHO, World Health Organization. And it was the first ever global health day aiming to raise awareness about HIV/AIDS epidemic, show support for those living with the disease, and remember those who have died from AIDS. And here's a brief history, because I think it's important. Well, first of all, let me mention this. A couple weeks ago, I mentioned that the AIDS epidemic, while we can essentially eradicate it, it's not eradicated, unfortunately. And there are many people in other countries without the meds and without I suppose the structure of whatever their governing forces are or their influences are too, and the money, of course, that's always a consideration, money, is there to help eradicate it. So unfortunately, there are about 1,726 deaths per day from AIDS. That's the number that is out there. As of 2023, approximately 630,000 people worldwide died of AIDS-related illnesses. So that's for 2023. So we don't know the numbers for 2024. I assume they'll be similar. This equates to about 726 deaths per day, or if you want to get really in the weeds, during my show, which is 2 hours long, there will be 144 AIDS-related deaths. And so it's not over, folks. I think the sad thing is that there is enough science and information there that it can be taken away. And but it's not. And while millions and billions are being spent on political campaigns and many other things that are some worthy, some I consider less worthy, this is something that could be dealt with. Now, I'm sure people are trying. I'm sure there's roadblocks in the way, but let's pull it back. Let's rip it up. Let's get it done somehow. I mean, So let's get the origins of today's celebration for AIDS. I won't say celebration, I guess recognition or whatever. The origins in 1987, World's AIDS Day was conceptualized by James Bunn and Thomas Netter, two public information officers working for the World Health Organization Global Program on AIDS. They proposed an idea to Dr. Jonathan Mann, the director of the GPA, which I assume is the global programs on AIDS. In 1988, the first World AIDS Day was launched with the theme, communication. The day focused on fostering communication about HIV/AIDS between governments, communities, and individuals. That's in 1988. The early themes for the day were from 1988 to 2004. World's AIDS Day focused on themes chosen by the World Health Organization. These themes were designed to address specific needs of the time, such as reducing the stigma, promoting education about prevention and treatment. It expanded in 2004. Leadership of the World's AIDS Day was handed over to the UNAIDS, the Joint United Nations Program on HIV/AIDS, which collaborated with other organizations to set annual themes and campaigns. Since then, World AIDS Day has become a platform for advocacy, awareness, and policy engagement globally. Key themes and focus areas now and currently. Over the years, themes have evolved to address changing global challenges related to HIV/AIDS. Themes include Know Your Status in 2018, Communities Making a Difference in 2019, and End Inequalities for End AIDS, End Pandemics in 2021. There's no new theme. Maybe the new theme should get rid of it, damn it. Eradicate it, damn it. So global significance. The World AIDS Day has been instrumental in raising awareness, educating the public about HIV prevention, testing, treatment, and reducing the stigma. Fostering solidarity, highlighting the impact of the epidemic and encouraging global unity to combat the disease. And promoting policy changes, encouraging governments and organizations to prioritize AIDS, HIV in public health strategies. And the final summary here is modern observances, which is us right now. We're modern, right? Today, December 1 is World AIDS Day. It is recognized worldwide with events such as marches, educational campaigns, red ribbon displays, a symbol of solidarity and awareness, and efforts to raise funds for research and treatment. The day also emphasizes ongoing efforts to achieve the global targets set out by the UNAIDS, such as ending the AIDS epidemic by 2030. Now, if you follow me closely, I did have a long dissertation, probably way too long, of what could be done to eradicate the AIDS virus. It is a virus, folks. And 2030 just seems so far away, but they put it off. Well, we need to, work with this and we need to work with that. Can't someone just charge through all the red tape and all the bureaucracy with funds and distribution of meds and all that stuff that seems to stand in the way of a successful, let's get rid of it campaign? And, it's almost like we need some housekeeping. We need to get some stuff done. Anyway, I didn't want to go on too negatively, but it is World AIDS Day. And my theme, so that's one section of what's happening for December for me. The other theme is make someone happy. That's my motto for the whole month of December. There is a song called Make Someone Happy, and many artists have recorded it. So my intent is throughout the month of December is to play a couple artists here and there of the Make Someone Happy theme. Now, making someone happy is really rewarding, and it makes, I think, the person that provokes the happiness happy. So it's a win-win, folks. Make someone happy. So that's my song, my first song of the program today. But I got ahead of myself a little bit there. Something happened this last week at West Street Beach, and that is, it may have been the week before. I'm not sure. But there was a plaque attached to a structure on the beach. And you might ask, what is that structure? Well, as you may know, Laguna Beach Pride worked closely with the city and other individuals to put together a rainbow-colored lifeguard tower at West Street Beach. And it is, I can't say it any other way, it is fabulous. The people, the crew that were in charge of adding the colors to it, I think took a keen personal interest in it when the tower was being manufactured. And it is beautiful. The colors are vivid. They're primary colors. And it's there for everyone. So it's on the beach, but that's not enough. Now, just to have it on the beach, yeah, that's great. But we need to commemorate it with something. So this, in the last couple of weeks, a new plaque was added, a big sign. I think it's 24 by 18. And it's on the north-facing side of the lifeguard tower. And I do need a photograph of it. If anyone is at the beach, maybe even now, I don't know, possibility, if they could clean the lens on their phone camera and take a good picture, or a couple of them, and send them to Craig at Rainbow-Radio. Craig at Rainbow-Radio. I want to get the word out to all the news organizations about this event of having the plaque in place and to commemorate the lifeguard tower. Let me read to you what the plaque says. That's important. After all, it is the message that's important. So it's called The Rainbow Colors of Diversity is the title. And the little subtitle is an international message of diversity and equality that brings the community together as we celebrate the rich culture of Laguna Beach. Then the message comes, what it's all about. Kind of explain it here, okay? The celebration began in late 1960s and 1970s thanks to the vision of E.H. Bud Lowenguth. It was Bud's warmth and hospitality that transformed West Street Beach into a welcoming haven for LGBTQI plus individuals and their allies. His kindness, both at his home above and on the sands below, fostered a vibrant, inclusive environment that drew locals and visitors alike. Over the decades, it has grown into a cherished destination for all. And then, in summary, so that explains it, right? In summary, together we work to build a world where love and acceptance prevail, where every individual's identity is honored and embraced. Every voice is heard and every heart is valued. Ooh, especially this holiday season. And then a little housekeeping here. The Rainbow Lifeguard Tower of Diversity has come through to life through the generosity of private donations, community support, and the contributions of Laguna Beach Pride 365. So it's on the beach as we speak. And again, if anyone has the opportunity to snap a photo of it, I have not been down to the beach to see it. I just, well, I can't really get down at the moment. So anyway, if someone could do that for me, I'd dearly appreciate it. I want to get the word out all about it. So now back to my theme for for this month, which is make someone happy. I found an artist that I've played several times before, kind of a little known one, Jamie Cullum, but I love his real simple voice, real clarity with the words. And here we go. Make someone happy.
Make someone happy. Make just one someone happy. Make just one heart the heart you sing to. One smile that cheers you. One face that lights when it's near you. One girl, you're everything to. Fame, if you win it, comes and goes in a minute. Where's the real stuff of life to cling to? Love is the answer. Someone to love is the answer. Once you've found her, build your world around her. Make someone happy. Make just one someone happy, and you will be happy too. Fame, if you win it, comes and goes in a minute. Where's the real stuff of life to cling to? Love is the answer. Someone to love is the answer. Once you've found her, build your world around her. Make someone happy. Make just one someone happy, and you will be happy too.
Oh, we should all make someone happy. I have found in my years, and I'm over, let's say 50 plus, that there are two occasions that I've been made aware that my making someone happy made such a huge difference in these two people's lives that they didn't end their lives. So you never know what you say in kindness, how far that goes. And I encourage it. Kindness and love this holiday season. Oh, and it's not easy these holidays. For so many people. So many people have lost family and gone through maybe relationships or living situations or employment situations. Oh, there's all sorts of stuff. It's not always easy. It's not everything you see on Facebook where everyone's smiling and, oh, I've been to the Bahamas and I got a new Gucci bag, you know? It's not all that. That's what we would like to project. But there is some harsh reality to life. And again, a little treasure I want to share with everyone is make someone happy as the theme for Rainbow Radio for the entire month of December. And we will revisit that again. It's not always easy. Now, it is the Christmas month, and with Thanksgiving behind us, thank goodness I ate way too much. It took me 3 days to recover. Well, I'm still recovering. Anyway, Christmas music for various families is a tradition, but the music for different families is quite different. And one song that I remember my mom played that was she felt was very Christmassy was the Nutcracker Suite. And one particular song that I was very curious about was Dance of the Sugar Plum Fairies. We got to dance with the fairies by Tchaikovsky. So having said that, I was able to find the Sugar Plum Fairies, and it's just well, it's my Christmas song, so I'm sharing it with you. I'm trying to make someone happy here, folks. Here we go. Tchaikovsky. I remember my parents should have known something was up with me. I remember cousin Michelle and I would play that song and we dance around her parents' parlor, living room, the exclusive room. I don't know what we thought we were doing, but we liked the music and we loved, I guess, dance. And so, yeah, that goes way back. So, hey, I have an announcement, which a week from today, which is Sunday, the 8th, Andorra, who is an icon in Laguna Beach, and Tony on the keyboards are going to be entertaining at 237 Ocean Avenue. and that will be they'll be the second and fourth Sunday of each month from noon to 2, so they don't interfere with my program. So when the program's done, you run over there and you get some entertainment. And I understand they have a fabulous Sunday menu planned. So that's what you need to do on Sunday afternoon is kibitz and join each other's company at 237 Ocean Avenue, formerly the wharf, formerly Brew something, and formerly, now it's finally settled on something. And it's the address, 237 Ocean Avenue. So, and that's Tony and Dora. And there's usually a few guest singers that sing, and then Tony's on the keyboard. He's fabulous on the keyboard. So I'm sure the entertainment and the food, you can't lose. It's a home run in both directions. Now, I'm going to continue one more song, indulge a little bit further. This was a song that personifies Christmas for me, and it was another song that we played at our household by Johnny Mathis, who I believe is now 84 years old and entertaining, still entertaining. I believe he has a Christmas show this holiday at the Segerstrom, but I wouldn't bet $100 on it. That's the last I saw. So you need to check that out. But Johnny Mathis, who came out in 82, the year 1982, which at that point was a pretty controversial thing to do. And what a wonderful, wonderful person. I've seen him perform twice in my lifetime. And so without any further ado,
just hear those sleigh bells jingling, ring, ting, tingling too. Come on, it's lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with you. Outside the snow is falling and friends are calling you. Come on, it's lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with you. Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up, let's go, let's look at the show. We're riding in a wonderland of snow. Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up, it's grand, just holding your hand. We're gliding along with the song of a wintry fairyland. Our cheeks are nice and rosy and comfy, cozy are we. We've snuggled close together like two birds of a feather would be. Let's take that road before us and sing a chorus or two. Come on, it's lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with you. There's a birthday party at the home of Farmer Gray. It'll be the perfect ending of a perfect day. We'll be singing the songs we love to sing without a single stop. At the fireplace where we'll watch the chestnuts pop. Pop, pop, pop. There's a happy feeling nothing in the world can buy. When they pass around the coffee and the pumpkin pie, it'll nearly be like a picture print by Currier and Ives. These wonderful things are the things we remember all through our lives. These wonderful things are the things we remember all through our lives. Just hear those sleigh bells jingling, ring, ting, tingling too. Come on, it's lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with you. Outside the snow is falling and friends are calling you. Come on, it's lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with you. Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up, let's go, let's look at the show. We're riding in a wonderland of snow. Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up, it's grand, just holding your hand. We're gliding along with the song of a wintry fairyland. Nice and rosy and comfy, cozy are we. We've snuggled close together like two birds of a feather would be. Let's take that road before us and sing a chorus of two. Come on, it's lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with you. Lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with you. Lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with you.
Hi, this is KXFM meteorologist Dave Murray. Happy December 1st, everybody, in our quiet weather pattern continues on this Sunday. In fact, there's no big storms in sight. It looks like this quiet pattern is going to go right through the week ahead. On this Sunday, let's call it partly sunny, some high clouds streaming by. Nice temperatures for the 1st of December, 66 at the beach, 69 the mountaintop, the canyon 67. Tonight, some clouds around. It's chilly late night, but it's not overly cold, 50 degrees. And then let's lump Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday all together with sunshine dominating, partly to mostly sunny skies and 65 each day. There will be these little impulses of low pressure dropping by through Southern California from time to time, but there's just no moisture to work with. So we're in a quiet, pretty nice weather pattern. That's my forecast. I'm meteorologist Dave Murray. Tune in, turn on to KXFM 1047, Laguna's Community Radio.
Laguna's Community Radio here. Craig is back with Rainbow Radio. I just got some love. I got some love from Northern California from cousin Michelle. Yes, at Christmas is important to reach out to people you care about. And thank you, Michelle. Oh, so it is, I think, time to have a, on this day in history. Yep. Yes, on this day in history, I found a shorter, more concise resource for this day in history. So let's try this one out. It doesn't have anything for December 1st, but we already know that it is World AIDS Day, and we're all very aware of that today. But let's move along to December 2nd. In 1981, the CDC officially recognizes the AIDS epidemic. Took them a while. This marked a pivotal moment for LGBTQ health advocacy, and the epidemic disproportionately affected the gay community. In 2008, Prop 8, oh my, that was quite one. That reminds me of my other friend, Mario, and us marching militantly down Sunset Boulevard with a 10-foot flag. And I'd do it again in a heartbeat. Yes, love you, Mario. So let's see. Prop 8, the controversial California ballot proposition banning same-sex marriage, faces legal challenges in court. Activists organized widespread protests during this period, underscoring LGBTQ plus rights. Moving along to December 3rd, in 2003, the Massachusetts Supreme Judicial Court, I didn't know they had a Supreme Judicial, ruled in Goodridge versus the Department of Public Health that denying same-sex couples the right to marry violates the state's constitution. Massachusetts becomes the first U.S. state to legalize same-sex marriage in the following months, laying the groundwork for national progress. So how about that? Let's hats off to Massachusetts Supreme Judicial Court. Not just the Supreme Court, the Supreme Judicial. Good on them. Moving along to December 4th in 1996, South Africa becomes the first country in the world to include a constitutional ban on discrimination based on sexual orientation. Wow, the first country in the world. Hats off to South Africa. This landmark decision established South Africa as a global leader in LGBTQ plus rights. Well, how about that? I'm going to get all emotional here. In December 7th, 1973, the American Psychiatric Association votes to remove homosexuality. I had a VP of some corporate company, and every time, I think he had a gay son, but he couldn't figure it out. But he always would call it homosexuality. Just drag it out like so anyway, that's where that comes from. Back to the news, Craig. Come on. Remove homosexuality from the DSM-11 Diagnostic and Statistical Manual for Mental Disorders. This pivotal decision begins to dismantle the the medicalization of LGBTQ plus identities as a major step towards equality. In other words, it was no longer considered an illness. Thank goodness for the American Psychiatric Association. Moving along to December 6th. In 2011, U.S. Secretary of State Hillary Clinton delivers her historic LGBT rights are human rights speech in Geneva, Switzerland. She pledges U.S. support for LGBTQ plus rights globally, making a shift in U.S. foreign policy. Thank you, Hillary. See? There's goodness in everyone. And moving along to December 7th, the last day in the week for this, on this day in history. In 1987, ACT UP, AIDS Coalition to Unleash Power, that's how ACT UP is. ACT UP is an acronym for AIDS Coalition to Unleash Power. Stages one of its first major demonstrations in New York City, demanding greater governance action on the AIDS crises. And it was really bad in 87. Their direct action approach becomes the hallmark of LGBTQ plus activism. So there you have it. That's on this day in history. So I think I have another make someone happy. There is a gay person who does a lot of political parodies on YouTube. You may have heard of him. He shares our name, Randy Rainbow. And Google Randy Rainbow. He has some great tongue-in-cheek messages. He's a great singer. But he did make someone happy, and I was shocked. I mean, imagine that. So we got that in the hopper. But, before we do that, there's a crazy song by Cher called Santa Baby. And only Cher, Eartha Kitt did it originally, but only Cher could really update it and make it work. So we're going to do Santa Baby, and then we'll get back to our Make Someone Happy theme as the month of December. Oh, by the way, we can see Catalina Island today. It's a beautiful day in Laguna, 60 degrees coming in. And as Dave Murray said in the weather, it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Love you all.
Santa baby, just slip a sable under the tree for me. I've been an awful good girl, Santa baby, so hurry down my chimney tonight. Santa baby, a 54 convertible to light blue. And I'll wait up for you, dear Santa baby, so hurry down my chimney tonight. Ooh, think of all the fun I've missed, and think of all the fellas that I haven't kissed. Next year I could be just as good if you check off my Christmas list. Santa baby, I want a yacht, and really that's not a lot. I've been an angel all year, Santa baby, so hurry down my chimney tonight. Santa honey, one little thing I really need, the deed to a platinum mine, Santa baby, so hurry down my chimney tonight. Ooh. Santa cutie, and fill my stocking with a duplex and checks. Sign your ex on the line, Santa cutie, and hurry down my chimney tonight. Oh, come and trim my Christmas tree with some decorations bought at Tiffany's. I really do believe in you, so let's see if you believe in me. Santa baby, I forgot to mention one little thing, a ring. And I don't mean on the phone, Santa baby, so hurry down my chimney tonight. Oh, hurry down my chimney tonight. Oh, hurry, Santa, I can hardly wait.
You know, to hear Cher say, hurry down my chimney tonight is, I don't know. I have to laugh a little bit. Hey, there's I've talked many times about the phenomenon of social media, the beast and the beast that it is. But there's another one. What I like to do is look at YouTube particularly, and look at some of the number of views of the certain videos, because if you look closely, the story may not be so much the content of the video, but more so the number of viewers. And when you find something that's good and makes you feel happy, and you see that there's 4.5 million viewers on this silly little video that's about doing something nice for someone, it's reassuring for humanity to me. It's reassuring that there are nice things and good things in this world that we can share. So I'm sharing one with you. There is this dancing UPS guy. Now, everyone probably knows UPS this time of year because they're delivering all our presents, more than Santa. But the guy's name is Russell, and he just wrote a book about battling depression, winning the war in our minds. And he went from, in I think 2018, to losing both his parents within 45 days just from illness and whatever. And the time he spent reeling and suffering after those events, and how he came through it all, and how he is this dancing UPS guy. You watch him dance, your heart swells up with love, and he's just got this beautiful attitude. His first name is Russell. I can't see what his last name is here. See if I can get what it says here. But anyway, go to YouTube and just type in dancing UPS guy from Lubbock, Texas. Lubbock, Texas. Here's shout out to Lubbock, Texas. I've been there many times. The first time I went, I got there late at night, and I was in my hotel room the next morning, and the drapes were open. I thought, there's someone standing out there looking at me, and I'm not fully dressed. It was a statue of Buddy Holly. Oh, that was my experience in Lubbock. I know it's crazy, but I did have my glasses on, and there was someone standing outside the window, and the hotel was built on the plaza. It was a brand new hotel. Hadn't been there before. And we opened it. It was a company that I worked for. And so anyway, I digress. The dancing UPS guy is one of those wonderful things on YouTube that make your heart swell and make you happy. And he has 3 little boys that he's raising on his own. And they're just the cutest little boys. He's got a great family, it looks like. And I just love his attitude and his smile. I mean, he's just like an everyday guy looking, he's not like, he's not like a model or a glamour or anything. He just has a great attitude, and you can't help but fall in love with that. So if you have a chance, go to YouTube and type in the dancing UPS guy, Lubbock, Texas, and up will come Russell. And I watched, I don't know how many I've watched where he's getting out of his truck. I mean, UPS, they must they must be benefiting from it considerably because of his notoriety and his honorability. I just feel he is an honorable person. There's a couple radio station interviews. KCBD interviewed him in Lubbock. They have a nice little dissertation about him and his journey. And if you want something to cheer you up, there you go, folks. The Dancing UPS Guy on YouTube. That's my message for the day, you know. So I had talked about a bit earlier about another, I guess, internet sensation was Randy Rainbow. So let's listen to what Randy Rainbow. She's going to sing, or he is going to sing our theme song again, which is "Make Someone Happy." Here we go.
Someone happy, make just one someone happy, make just one heart the heart you sing to, one smile that cheers you, one face that lights when it nears you, someone you're everything to. Fame, if you win it, comes and goes in a minute. Where's the real stuff in life you cling to? Love is the answer. Someone to love is the answer. Once you found him, build your world around him and make someone happy. Make just one someone happy, and you will be happy too. Someone to love is the answer. Once you found him, build your world around him and make someone happy. Make just one someone happy, and you will be happy too.
Oh, Randy Rainbow, make someone happy. And again, he's look him up on YouTube. He has some great comedy. He's been on, I think, on Jimmy Kimmel. He's been on several talk shows, and he just started in a little apartment in New York and decided he was going to use his computer and do a parody of some political events going on. And I just had a blast with it, and he got some hits and some notoriety. Kind of like the Dancing UPS Guy. He said, they asked him on the one interview, how did you get started? And he says, well, my parents were dancers. I was dancer. I danced on, and I said, I just did it I dance when I feel good, just for relief, just to feel good, you know, and that's why I do it. So once I was doing it, and someone said, you ought to put it on, I don't know if it was, I think it was not Instagram, but well, maybe it was Instagram, but one of the social media ones. And so he posted it, and it just took off. This first one video, and you can actually watch that one too. So anyway, I'm going on probably a little bit too much, but it's the time of year we need lots of love, and we need to share lots of love. So speaking of love, Craig, that's a beautiful segue. LA County gears up for Trump with millions of funding for immigrants and transgender residents. So I think that's really nice of LA County to do that. Gearing up for another Trump presidency, Los Angeles county supervisors will funnel millions in funding to beef up support for immigrants and transgender residents who could be targeted by the incoming administration. The governing board of the Deep Blue County passed a flurry of resistance-themed motions Tuesday to respond to the incoming president's anti-transgender rhetoric and his pledge to carry out mass deportations of immigrants in the country illegally. I have a sneaking administration. I have a sneaking suspicion this is the first of what will be many motions that will come forward as the new administration rolls out their ideas for what is best for making America great again, or not, said Supervisor Holly Mitchell, adding that it was surreal to find California back on the defense against the Trump administration. So there you go. There's one person's opinion. That is Holly Mitchell, and that is what the Board of Supervisors for a major population county in the state. I mean, you can't hide that. Now, to being transparent and fair, as I like to be, Trump nominates a gay man for Treasury Secretary. What? Yeah, he did. But I think there's more to it. But the Trump administration, Donald Trump announced Friday, November 22nd, that he is nominating hedge fund executive Scott Bissett as top fundraising for the Trump campaign. You think maybe that had something to do with it? To serve as Secretary of the Treasury in his second administration. Bissett is a married gay man with 2 children. Charles Moran, president of the Log Cabins Republicans, hailed Bissett's nomination as a reminder of President Trump's love and respect for LGBTQ Americans. That does not match with his rhetoric. Sorry. In a statement announcing his nomination of Bissett, Trump said, Bissett will help me usher in a new golden age for the United States. We will see. Unlike past administrations, we will ensure that no Americans will be left behind in the next greatest economic boom, and Scott will lead that effort for me, the statement continued. Okay, well, I had to be fair and then this other news article, Donald Trump to expel all transgender people from the military. You know, it's just like, I think it's the Salem witch hunt when it comes to the transgender community and how unfair. I think there's some parallels between just being gay and how it was, 50 years ago when it was illegal, considered immoral by the church, and considered a medical disorder and illness. All those 3 things. And it's come a great distance. As I've talked about before, medically, transgender changes are primarily because of medical and scientific conditions, let's say, that individual is experiencing that make their life very difficult. And specifically, there's an XY and an XX chromosome, and you can get I just know what else to say. You can get plumbing that is of one gender, and you can get the chromosome of another gender. And so what happens? Well, you grow up, say, as a little girl, and you're fine, and then you reach puberty, and all of a sudden your voice gets deeper, and you've got a female body, and you start growing hair where you didn't think you were going to, and your body starts to accommodate a male with your puberty. Now, and the person says, well, I always felt like I was a male. I just didn't understand this female body I had. And so they discuss it with the kid is perplexed and upset, and the parents may or may not understand it, but that's really what it is. It's not something devious. It's not something, oh, I'm going to school and I don't want to be a boy anymore. I want to be a girl. Well, you know, I have to say I did. When I was in kindergarten, oh my God, I'm telling too many stories. Mrs. Caldwell would have us go out for recess, and I didn't want to go out for recess. I wanted to stay inside and play with the girls and play house, because I could be the man of the house, and we played house and had a little kitchen and stuff in and who wanted to go out in the playground where all those kids were, you know, I don't know, doing things I didn't want to do. So I know Mrs. Caldwell probably is the first one to realize something. And she did say at one point, you know, I've had enough kindergarten kids I'm pretty good at identifying what the person is about, their character. And oh my. So there's another little tidbit for you, Michelle. Mrs. Caldwell. Anyway, it's terrible what's happening to the transgender community. It's an atrocity, and it's all under the guise that it's unhealthy. So they want to throw them out of the military. You know, they say, does it really matter when you're in a foxhole and being bombed what that the plumbing is on your compadre? Donald Trump will remove all transgender members from the U.S. military from their posts. How much that is going to cost? It's going to cost a ton of money. According to reports, the president-elect will use an executive order to make the move, and it could come as soon as the first day in office, the Times reported. It will lead to the dismissal of thousands of service personnel at a time when the U.S. Armed Forces are struggling to meet recruitment targets. In its first term, Mr. Trump banned transgender people from joining the U.S. Armed Forces, but those already in the post were allowed to keep their jobs. The ban was reversed by Joe Biden. Under the reported new proposals, transgender people would also be banned from joining the military. Make America great again. Mm-hmm. The jury's out on that. Okay. That's just some of the news. Yeah, I do have more news, but let's skip away from the news for a minute, because I do have another song here. It's called "You Get What You Give," which is kind of goes into my my theme here of make someone happy. Here we go.
Melicalicimaka is a thing to say on a bright Hawaiian Christmas day. That's the island greeting that we sing to you from the land where palm trees sway. Here we know that Christmas will be green and bright, the sun to shine by day and all the stars at night. Melicalicimaka is Hawaii's way to say Merry Christmas to you. Melicalicimaka is the thing to say on a bright Hawaiian Christmas day. That's the island greeting that we sing to you from the land where palm trees sway. Here we know that Christmas will be green and bright, the sun to shine by day and all the stars at night. Melicalicimaka is Hawaii's way to say Merry Christmas to you. Shine by day and all the stars at night. Melicalicimaka is Hawaii's thing to say on a bright Hawaiian Christmas day. That's the island greeting that we sing to you from the land where palm trees sway. Here we know that Christmas will be green and bright, the sun to shine by day and all the stars at night. Mele Kalikimaka is Hawaii's way to say Merry Christmas, a very Merry Christmas, a very, very, very Merry Christmas to you.
KXRN LP, Laguna Niguel, Laguna Beach. KXFM on 104.7, KXFMradio.org.
Tune in, turn on for Art Walking Radio, co-hosted by Craig Cooley, producer, and Leah Vasquez, creative director. It's all about nature nurturing culture as we explore the nascent disciplines of all the arts with guests and topics ranging from visual arts, performing arts, culinary arts, music and theater, to architecture and environmental sustainability. Join us every second Thursday of each month at 7 p.m. for Art Walking Radio, KXFM 104.7 Community Radio.
This disclaimer is a statement notifying listening audiences that any opinions expressed on our shows are not representative of Laguna Radio Inc., its management, or its board of directors.
Hey, a little bit more on Art Walking. It is going to be about water this coming second Thursday of the month, which will be next week, I believe. And so with that theme, we always have some music to go along with. And it's, I like the theme song so much this time. I'm going to play it for you right now. It's all about water and how important water is. And this song personifies that.
All day I face the barren waste without the taste of water, cool water. Old Dan and I with throats burned dry and souls that cry for water, cool, clear water. The nights are cool and I'm a fool. Each star's a pool of water, cool water. And with the dawn I'll wake and yawn and carry on to water, cool, clear water. Keep a-moving, Dan, don't you listen to him, Dan. He's the devil, not a man, and he spreads the burning sand with water. Dan, can you see that big green tree where the water's running free and it's waiting there for you and me? Water, cool, clear water. The shadows sway and seem to say, tonight we pray for water, cool water. And way up there he'll hear our prayer and show us where there's water, cool, clear water. Keep a-moving, Dan, don't you listen to him, Dan. He's the devil, not a man, and he spreads the burning sand with water. Dan, can you see that big green tree where the water's running free and it's waiting there for you and me? Water, cool, clear water. Water. Cool, clear water.
Now, if that ain't a hit, that was Marty Robbins. We stretched way, way back. Now, talking about heartwarming, feel-good things on the internet that I want to share as part of our love, our love theme here for the month of December. There are 3 siblings. There's 2 guys and a girl, and they live in Mesa, Arizona, as near as I can figure. And they kind of got together because they have a musical family, you know, and so they did a couple songs just for fun. And well, they're getting this following, and they're how can I describe it? They're so down to earth, so family, so and to hear their story and what they're doing with music to be a part of their lives. And so you really got to check them out. It's called Life in 3D. And if you Google, or you can Google it, but you can also on YouTube, Life in 3D. And they have, they released a few songs that I think, some of them that you can see them mature, and their harmonies, because their siblings, are just beautiful, and very little training, but what they do warms your heart, and you just to watch them and hear their story, it's worth a deep dive and feel the love, and it's all about families and siblings. Most of us do have siblings, and so the song I'm going to play is called Unchained Melody, which they released not too long ago. And they do have some Christmas songs coming up, I understand, but they're not available at the moment. I tried to find them on YouTube, but they didn't have them. They talked about them, but they don't have them out there yet. Anyway, it's the trio, which again is 2 brothers. They look like awkward high school kids, you know, finding their way, but the love and the honor and the good feeling you get from it. Whoa, I tell you, go check it out. And here they are, Unchained Melody.
Whoa, my love, my darling, I've hungered for your touch a long, lonely time.
And time goes by so slowly, and time can do so much. Are you still mine? Need your love. Oh, I need your love. God speeds your love to me.
Lonely rivers flow to the sea, to the sea, to the open arms of the sea.
Lonely river sigh, wait for me, wait for me. I'll be coming home, wait for me. Whoa, my love, my darling, I've hungered for your touch, a long, lonely time, and time goes by
so slowly, and time can do so much. Are you still mine? Is your love, your love? Is your love, your sweet love to
Wow, if that doesn't melt your heart, those three siblings blending their voices together just like angels. It's beautiful. Again, check it out on YouTube and all their songs. It's a real pleasure to watch them and hear them. Again, the trio, which is again three people, I believe Mesa or Tempe is where they hail from, and it's Life in 3D, Life in 3D on YouTube, and wow. Makes you feel good. Now I'm going to play one more Nutcracker song because there's quite a few that Tchaikovsky put out there, and this one is also a favorite in our family for a holiday song. If you have a holiday song that you would like to hear, you can email me at craig@rainbow-radio.org. Please do, and I won't have it probably up today, but I can get it up next Sunday. And I promise you I will do it. So it's Craig@rainbow-radio. Now here is Tchaikovsky again. Whoa, did that stir you up, Trykowski? I tell you, nothing could be I don't know, more enthusing than some good classical music at its in a crescendo of instruments there. Oh, so I do have some more traditional music coming up that I will share with you, but yeah, I do have two more news items. I might as well get them out of the way because they are important, and I always like to keep everyone informed. Transgender lawyer makes history. Takes case on puberty blockers and hormone therapy to the Supreme Court. As I was talking earlier about the tragic situation, I think, with transgender. I mean, say you were born with a purple face and you can't help it, and then everyone gets the wrong idea. I don't know where to go with all that. That's maybe not the best example, but nature has its own way of doing things, and we can't argue with it, you know. So, like I said, transgender lawyer Chase Stangio surrounded himself with close friends on election night, knowing that Donald Trump might be sent back to the White House after campaigning a campaign that included extensive attacks on the transgender community. Strangio is part of defending the community in his life's work. The American Civil Liberties Union attorney sensed early in the evening that he would not get his hoped-for result. So, Strangio channeled his anxiety into finishing his written arguments to the Supreme Court on why justices should strike down Tennessee's ban on puberty blockers and hormone therapy for transgender minors. The U.S. Supreme Court takes up the case the first week in December. So this is the first week in December. So by next Sunday, we may know some of the outcome of this. But like I said, let me paint a little scenario here. Say you're a parent and your son or your daughter discovers that she has the male hormones and you can't change your chromosomes, okay? And they've felt all their life that they wanted to be a boy or a male. They didn't understand why. So the parent wants to think about it. And what can they do? There's puberty blockers, which stop the puberty process, which I think is a scary thing, but it could buy some time until they sort out what, and understand what's going on. I think more so understand what's going on, because it's like something you haven't dealt with it. You probably don't know all the details. So parents are kind of on a sense of discovery with it, I'm sure. And then the young adult is wrangling with it themselves to understand what they feel is better for them. But purely, their body is going to go through this change. There's nothing they can do about it. It is, nature has set it up. And so if they decide to embrace it, the change, and go and do a transgender, then that is a decision, and I'm sure it's a serious, heartfelt, caring, loving decision that is discussed, and all the nuances and everything is better understood, and the outcome is much better. It's much better than just saying it's not going to happen, So the puberty blockers and the hormone therapy are two things that they want to outlaw. And this whole thing about, send your kids to school and the school's going to change their gender is just total BS. Total. There's nothing on the history. There's no laws. There's nothing stepping forward on it. That's just total BS. And that was used unfairly. And, hysteria. So I hope I can report next Sunday a good outcome on this case before the Supreme Court. I don't know where, if I bet at $5 or $10 on it, it's a scary thing. Anyway, many lives hang in the wind with that one. Okay, then Delaware's transgender community reels after election. Cello music filled the sanctuary here on Wednesday night. Yeah, this is in Delaware. As the audience clutched blue or pink carnations in honor of Transgender Day of Remembrance, a slideshow cycled through the pictures of trans daughters, brothers, co-workers, and friends, forever frozen in confident, happy, candid moments. As each name was read aloud and gradual dawning swept through the room, many of those memorialized were women of color. One was only 14. All had been killed in the last year because of anti-trans violence. Folks, it is not right. It's not fair. It's a horrible thing what's going on. That's the title to my opinion, so there it is. In the last year, 350 trans people were murdered worldwide, according to the Trans Murder Monitoring Project. Those are the ones we know about, folks. Honor killings in India are still going on, and you don't know about those. The Human Rights Campaign found that at least 36 trans people were killed in the U.S. in similar time frame, but the true toll, experts say, is much higher because trans deaths are often underreported. So, love, folks. We got to have some more love. I'm calling on you. Let's have some more love. Reminder that next Sunday at noon, from noon to 2 p.m., it's Tony Tanner and Endora at the 237 Ocean Avenue Club for entertainment and food. And so make plans to go there on Sunday and embrace, wear some bright, vivid colors and make someone happy. Please make someone happy. I have, I do have a more classic song, but first, it is time for the weather. So we will do that and then follow that up with some more classic music.
Hi, this is KXFM meteorologist Dave Murray. Happy December 1st, everybody, and our quiet weather pattern continues on this Sunday. In fact, there's no big storms in sight. It looks like this quiet pattern is going to go right through the week ahead. On this Sunday, let's call it partly sunny, some high clouds streaming by. Nice temperatures for the 1st of December, 66 at the beach, 69 the mountaintop, the canyon 67. Tonight, some clouds around. It's chilly late night, but it's not overly cold, 50 degrees. And then let's lump Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday all together with sunshine dominating, partly to mostly sunny skies and 65 each day. There will be these little impulses of low pressure dropping by through Southern California from time to time, but there's just no moisture to work with. So we're in a quiet, pretty nice weather pattern. That's my forecast. I'm meteorologist Dave Murray. Tune in, turn on to KXFM 1047, Laguna's Community Radio.
Yes, fair weather ahead, according to Dave. Again, you can see Catalina Island today because it's so beautiful. And actually, I did watch a program on Catalina Island. The history of it is really interesting if you've never dived into it and how it evolved and how many wealthy people and companies have owned the island and done multitudes of things with it. And it is it's the survivor, and everyone goes there at least once. Anyway, I digress. So I did have a traditional Christmas song, at least one, and it's a remake of a Barbra Streisand song, which we can't neglect Barbra on this program. She's done too much in the entertainment world to be set aside. Here we go.
I'm dreaming tonight of a place I love even more than I usually do. And although I know it's a long road back, I promise you I'll be home for Christmas. You can count on me. Please have snow and mistletoe and presents round the tree. Christmas Eve is gonna find me where the love light gleams. I'll be home for Christmas if only my dream. I'll be home for Christmas. You can count on me. Please have some snow and lots of mistletoe and presents around that tree. Christmas Eve is gonna find me where the love light gleams. I'll be home for Christmas if only in my dream. If only in my
No, that was Babs with her windpipes. Oh my goodness. Craig here on Rainbow Radio in our last half hour of my morning program here every Sunday at 10 a.m. to noon. I am here with the news on many things, all things equality and all things good. And our theme this month of December is make someone happy, dang it. And you will be happy too. I love the words. It goes, fame, if you win it, comes and goes in a minute. Where's the real thing in life to cling to? Meaning love. And that reminds me of another song, which I probably should play that too, Nature Boy. The greatest thing you'll ever learn is but to love and be loved in return. Those are some great words of Nature Boy. That is another song, has a pretty interesting history. And it has been released by many different artists. So if you have a Christmas song you'd like to hear and maybe a little story to go with it, please send me a message at craig@rainbow-radio.org. craig@rainbow-radio.org, and we'll get it on the air and share some Christmas cheer and maybe make someone happy. It's an honorable thing to do this time of year. I know it's not easy for a lot of people, and my heart goes out to them on so many levels. At Thanksgiving, I had the blessed event to be with not my family because we're so spread out, but a family that I was invited to be as part of a family. And we did have turkey and dressing and gravy and potatoes au gratin and beans, green beans. Of course, you can't have Thanksgiving without green beans. But it was a fabulous meal and prepared with love and care, which is, I realize that not everyone is that fortunate. And I do recognize that I'm very fortunate in that regard. And for years and years, our families in when I grew up, we did have big Christmas. Let me tell you, my dad had to go borrow folding chairs from the local mortuary. Well, he was a mortician, so it made sense. But we have so many people for Christmas dinner and Thanksgiving as well. Quite a family tradition. And so my experience goes back to that. And I realize not everyone is that blessed with their families, but there are lots of new families out there, new kinds of families with same-sex parents with kids this year, enjoying fatherhood, motherhood, and family life. And let's praise them for stepping out and doing where their heart is and being true and honest with themselves about their feelings. And the allies that support those families, kudos to you, because it's not always a wonderful thing, an easy thing to raise a family, especially when you've got your same-sex parents. So now I do have a song that by Bruno Mars, and I want to resurrect it and tell a little story because it's just the way you are. Too often we think we need to change people, and this song is about I love you because of who you are, not because of who I think you can be, or and it's that's the message I get out of this song, and I particularly picked it today for that clear message. Just the way you are. Here we go. That was the intro. I don't know.
Her eyes make the stars look like they're not shining. Her hair falls perfectly without her trying. She's so beautiful, and I tell her every day. Yeah, I know, when I compliment her, she won't believe me. And it's so sad to think that she don't see what I see. But every time she asks me, do I look okay? I say, when I see your face, there's not a thing that I would change, 'cause you're amazing, just the way you are. And when you smile, the whole world stops and stares for a while. 'Cause girl, you're amazing, just the way you are. Yeah. Her lips, I could kiss them all day if she'd let me. Her laugh, she hates, but I think it's so sexy. She's so beautiful, and I tell her every day. Oh, you know, I never ask you to change. If perfect's what you're searching for, then just stay the same. So don't even bother asking if you look okay. You know I'll say, when I see your face, there's not a thing that I would change, 'cause you're amazing, just the way you are. And when you smile, the whole world stops and stares for a while. 'Cause I see your face. There's not a thing that I would change, 'cause you're amazing, just the way you are. And when you smile, the whole world stops and stares for a while. 'Cause girl, you're amazing, just the way you are. Yeah. Wake up, kids, we've got the dreamer's disease. Age 14, we got you down on your knees. So polite, you're busy still saying please. Frenemies when you're down and your friend. Every night we smash the Mercedes Benz. First we run and then we laugh till we cry. But when the night is falling, you cannot find the light. You feel your dreams are dying. Hold tight. You've got the music in you. Don't let go. You've got the music in you. One dance left. This world is gonna pull through. Don't give up. You've got a reason to live. Can't forget. We only get what we give. Don't let go, you've got the music in you. One dance left, this world is gonna go through. Don't give up, you've got a reason to live. Can't forget, we run a miracle mile. We're flat rock, and we do it in style. Get that rich, 'cause flying in for your drive. When the night is falling, you cannot find a friend. You feel your dreams is breaking. Just then, you've got the music in you. You've got the music in you. You've got the music in you. Don't let go. You've got the music in you. One dance left. This world is gonna pull through. Don't give up. You've got a reason to live. Can't forget. We only get what we give. Music in you. You've got the music in you.
Remember, you've got the music in you, and you get what you give, but give it freely. Don't expect anything. Just give it freely and make someone happy. Craig on KXFM Radio, Rainbow Radio, once again here. I did kind of a recap. I'm going to wind it down a little bit, but if you didn't check it out yet, Life in 3D, that's the three siblings that sing Life in 3D, find it on YouTube. Or the UPS driver from Lubbock, the dancing UPS driver from Lubbock. Both of those I recommend highly. Maybe I'll have some more for next week, some more feel-good videos to share the love. So I did look around and I did find Nature Boy with Nat King Cole. My music is all over the place today. I hope you appreciate that and don't disparage over it. But I'm playing it because the message, to me, the end, the last few stanzas of the words are very meaningful. And here we go.
There was a boy, a very strange, enchanted boy. They say he wandered very far over land and sea. A little shy and sad of eye, but very wise was he. And then one day, a magic day, he passed my way. And while we spoke of many things, fools and kings, this he said to me: the greatest thing you'll ever learn is just to love and be loved in return. The greatest thing you'll ever learn is just to love and be loved in return.
The greatest thing you'll ever learn is just to love and be loved in return. So that's my love message here. Maybe I'll just call this the new KXFM love station, because we all need some loving. And that's the deal. So don't forget, next Sunday at 237 Ocean Avenue, it's Tony Tanner and our fabulous Andorra entertaining you with some fabulous menu items. They got I can't tell you the name of the chef, but I've met him and I know his food is excellent. So firsthand. So check it out next Sunday. After the show, though, after the show. Now, if you have some Christmas songs you'd like me to feature on the program this next coming Sunday, I invite you to send me a message at craig@rainbow-radio.org, craig@rainbow-radio.org. And I'll see if we can't get them on the air. The sooner the better, because it takes, I'm a little feeble sometimes. No, I'm not too bad. Anyway, to get the music together, I do need to find it. And we do have an extensive list of music here at the station that's already on hand. But if it's something special we want and we don't have it, I did get a request earlier and we did not have that song. But I can find it usually, so if you have a request, that would be great. And any news about what's going on in Laguna Beach with LGBTQ or guests you'd like me to feature on the program, please do that. I just want to say thank you to everyone for listening. And I will be back next Sunday with another program. And having celebrated 7 years here at KXFM, and now with a Sunday program that's 2 hours long. They haven't thrown me off the air yet. I keep working on that, but no. And the station is going through a lot of changes. We do have a silent auction coming up, which I need to talk about, but we don't have all the details sorted out ready. And once we get the web page up where you can go find all those details, I'm sure you'll be hearing about it this week. But keep in mind, it's a silent auction. You do get things in return. So, and often some very valuable things for some very reasonable prices. So you can do your Christmas shopping early. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Thanks for listening. I got my my takeout new song, my theme song with Jimmy Durante. Love you all. Thanks for tuning in. Love you, Michelle and Lynn and Mario, all the people on my list, and Eddie. Eddie didn't show up today. Well, maybe next Sunday. Until then, have a great week. We'll be back together next Sunday. Love you all very much. This is Craig.
It's so important to make someone happy. Make just one someone happy. Make just one heart-to-heart you. You sing to one smile that cheers you, one face that lights when it nears you, one girl you're